You finally get the floor in a high stakes meeting, but a few minutes into your update, you see it. The senior boss breaks eye contact, they check their phone or watch, and then the ultimate gut punch. Someone cuts you off mid sentence and says, "Can you just get to the bottom line, please?" And if you're a quiet, thoughtful professional, you don't over explain because you like hearing yourself talk. You do it because you want to show your work, prove your point, and explain where you're coming from. But in the executive suite, over explaining isn't a personality quirk, it is the number one killer of your leadership presence. It makes you look like a worker bee, not a decision maker. If you ever felt the sting of being tuned out while the loudest person in the room gets all the credit, this is the video for you. Please subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so you are notified every time I drop a new strategy. This channel is built specifically to help you turn your quiet competence into undeniable executive authority. And today, we are permanently fixing how you communicate upward. No more getting talked over. I'm giving you 3 simple moves to project massive executive weight without ever raising your voice. It's the headline, the pause, and the yield. So let's get going. Now, move number 1 is what I call headline first protocol. Most managers love giving background stories. Senior executives, on the other hand, simply want a conclusion. They don't have the time to listen to the whole story, right? So imagine a loud senior manager suddenly wants to change a major project plan right before the deadline. Typically, a manager, the junior manager, will start listing 20 little reasons why the team cannot do it. The boss stops listening right after the second one. Here is a simple move. Don't argue the little details. Wait for a gap in the conversation and drop one clear strategic sentence. And I can give you an example that actually happened to me. There was this one time a few years ago, I was presenting a very high stake project plan when a dominant voice in that room suddenly threw out a new idea that would derail everything that me and my team had worked for. Instead of arguing, I simply stated this. I said, that new direction risks our timeline. Let's stick to the baseline proposal to ensure we deliver on time. That is it. And I paused. Now, see that? That is direct. It is an immovable statement. What I did there was give them the destination first. If they have any clarification questions, let them ask for that journey, right? But destination is all I give. That is what it means to have headline first protocol. Deliver the powerful statement and then stay silent. And this is where the move number 2 comes in, the strategic pause. Because the headline only works if you master the pause. Think about this. What happens right after you push back with a strong statement like what I just said? The room goes silent. The room goes absolutely dead quiet. For most quiet professionals, this dead air feels like a threat. The immediate instinct most of us will have is to panic and fill the silence with some kind of a rambling. They start saying unnecessary things like, well, what I mean is, or the team is tired or we are stretched pretty thin, we don't have the bandwidth. Stop it. Let the silence do the heavy lifting. When you deliver your bottom line, hold eye contact and stay completely quiet for full 3 seconds. If it is a little longer, so be it. I'll tell you what, that 3 seconds will feel like an eternity, but it projects absolute confidence. And the fact is that this silence forces others to lean in and respect your weight. So you just hold the weight. That is exactly what I did. I just stayed silent after I made that statement. Now, the question is, what if that loud manager tries to talk over your silence, right? That's where move number 3 comes in. I call this yield to win. Your instinct might be to raise your voice, compete with that loud voice, right? You want to fight for the floor. Don't do that. You cannot outshout a shouter. Instead, simply stop talking. Yield the flow completely. Let them finish their interruption, right? Then wait 1 single second and smoothly resume exactly where you left it off. In my case, all I did was after I was interrupted, I just calmly repeated what I said earlier. It's the same thing. I said, as I was saying before we paused, let's stick to the baseline proposal that I brought in. And that's it. You don't need to be the loudest person in the room to control it. You just need to be the most grounded, right? And that is the most powerful thing. And when you combine the headline, the pause, and the yield, you stop looking like a task manager, you start looking like an executive. In my situation, after I held my ground, the project sponsor, the senior most leader in that room, simply looked at this interrupter that kept interrupting me. And he said, please listen to the full proposal and we can stress test it later. Right? And that's it. Now that is executive presence. If these moves clicked for you today, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you don't miss the next strategy that I bring in. And be honest with me right now in the comments. Have you ever been told, just get to the point? In any meeting, type yes or no below. Now, before I leave, mastering your presence in these meetings is step 1, right? But whether you are aiming for an internal promotion or a completely new leadership role, you need a system to stand out. I host a free webinar that breaks down how you can build an unfair advantage in any interview, making you the obvious choice for any role that you apply. Click the link in the description, grab your spot, and let's map out your next career leap. I'll see you in the next video. I'm Rakesh Ravindran, leadership coach and founder of Ethos Leadership Collective. Until next time.